Good evening and welcome to a scene in Living World of Darkness, the Camarilla and Anarch venue. We are with Mr. Alec Michelson of Clan Gangrel in the unit area. He is sitting down, poring over some maps and a cigarette lighting. It's a cloud of smoke covering his, face as he kind of, rubs his bit of beard and looks down and kind of is just, planning.
Elizabeth walks up to the unit area and she'll knock on, not the door, but on the doorpost to kind of announce herself.
He'll slowly rise. Da, you may enter.
And she'll nod and she'll step into the room and she'll walk up to this lovely Russian god. And she'll ask, am I correctly to assume that this is the unit area?
He gets up out of the chair very gracefully, and nods. He's about 6'4", very slim but very muscly. And this is the unit area.
Then I assume you are a member?
I am Alec Michelson of Clan Gangrel. I'll extend the hand.
She'll shake it.
His
Pleasure to
grip,
meet.
his grip is very, very cold.
She notices, but she's not going to comment. She shakes your hand and she introduces herself as, nice to meet you. My name is Elizabeth Walker from Clan Mokavian. I just came to the city and I thought it was a good idea to formally introduce myself to the coteries.
He just gestures for a chair and he kind of sits down across from her. New recruit. Well, new blood, as they say. He kind of smiles at her.
She smiles back, and she nods. Yes, my sire thought it would be a good idea to send me down to New York to help aid the fight.
Your sire thought it was a good idea as well. And he kind of smiles.
Am I right to assume that my sire is not the only one who shares this vision?
I've been here for a while now, but my sire told me stay behind and fight. So
she smiles warmly at you. My sire sent me back since he stayed behind in New Jersey.
New Jersey, mine's in Boston.
And she'll just very lightly say, Boston. That's a lovely place to be.
Bah, it is not too bad. It is nice enough. Probably out of the corner of her eye, you see a blonde sort of tail just like skim along his chair.
I'm actually going to roll perception with her for that one. Perception alertness. Let me check. Not that high. Nope, she sees nothing. No, she'll. Was it a botch or not? I had one success, so it's a fail. Okay,
Straight fail. You don't spot it kind of skirting along, basically.
Like, a mouse. No. She doesn't notice. So I've heard many things about the unit.
You have. Looks like we're getting a reputation.
She nods. Yes. Isaac spoke very highly of this coterie.
Surprising. He kind of grins playfully.
Are there many members?
There were. There it is. Myself, Lucius, I think Scott is, three of us left now. We have lost many. Mainly because we're the ones in the forefront fighting the whole time. Taking the risks. But we are soldiers. This is all part of it.
She nods. I wouldn't say that the soldier life is one for me, but I do admire people who choose it out of their own will.
We did not choose to be soldiers, my lady. We simply want the liberation of the city, and will do anything to get it. I was an actor before this originally, actually.
She looks a bit surprised, but then again, she kind of gives you a grin. "Hmm, Now you say, that wouldn't surprise me that much."
Shakes his head. The fight choreographer, you know. But war is cold, and well, we all stepped up to do duty.
She nods. Yes, as many of us do.
Clan Malkavian, you say?
Hmm.
And there's a good man you should meet from your clan. You would actually probably recognize the name, Reginald.
She nods. Yes, I've heard of him before. William offered to introduce me to him.
He's a good man, very good man. You can tell him you spoke with me, and I said you're fine. He kind of smirks.
She kind of lifts the eyebrow. Oh,
Reggie and I have been on a few missions together, and he is a good, honorable man, very honorable man.
sounds like there are a lot of good men around here.
They give you the appearance of good men. He kind of smiles. But then again, in front of a beautiful woman, everyone's a good man, you know? He kind of laughs.
She chuckles. Well, any advice on who I should stay clear of?
Spillane.
She tilts her head at him. I haven't heard this name before.
Samuel Spillane. Ventro. Between you and me, he's a turncoat. You know, I think he is anyway. I think he is more. He will say anything to get what he wants. And he will knife you in the back as quick as the rest of them. No matter what you are. He has betrayed friends, he has betrayed people who he's trusted. Who knows what he's done? Really, nobody knows. But he stops. You should actually see his fists clench. He got a few of my friends killed. Let's just say I don't trust men like that.
Let me see. Perception empathy. Okay, that is okay-ish. I have 3 successes.
Yeah, you can see when he starts to clench his fists, particularly when he talks about Spillane got a friend of his killed. He's telling the truth. He seems quite angry, like very, very angry about it. There's a lot of pain on his face.
Elizabeth will very softly say, I'm sorry for your loss.
It is fine. It is war. Everyone dies. We can only hope it is quick and merciful.
She nods. Well, we covered the people I should avoid. Any people that I should meet?
Lucius, he is good man. He is the leader of this coterie. Thermir, though, but good man, all the same. We have been in many tight situations, and he always prevails. He is a soldier. Command, that was my word of advice. He is a soldier, and he talks like one. He smiles, but he is a good man. loyal.
Hmm.
Scott is good man, Ventru, like I said, a warrior, without question. Selena, she is a good woman. She is Toreador. There is a young gangrel Hayden, but I have not seen him in a while. But he is loyal. There are a few people that are loyal, but there are a few that are not. But that is the way of things. No?
She kind of tilts her head. Loyal to what?
Loyal to us, each other, what we fought for, what we've died for. Loyal to this city. Lucius, Scott, and I are, we are, he almost like tugs at his chest. We are unit, brothers in arms. We've fought together. And he points to actually a small memorial. And those are the ones who have died with us.
Elizabeth turns her head and looks to the shrine, and you can roll empathy perception.
Sure, why not?
Mm-hmm.
I got some decent dice for Alec for that. Just the one.
You can see that she is surprised. You don't really know why, but you see her take a few seconds to take it all in.
The reality's catching up on you, my lady.
She absentmindedly shakes her head. So many.
Too many. Two of my best friends are there.
She softly places a hand on the body part that is closest to her. As she again says, "I'm so sorry."
It's not something to be sorry for. They gave their lives. They honored themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just tired of all the bickering. He kind of just shakes his head. That's why I sit out there planning mostly.
She looks over to the map. What are you planning?
We have a trip to Boston at times. We need more support for city. Planning routes, planning safe passages and all that. The logistics.
She nods.
If you are anyway a diplomat, if you wish to come, present yourself when we are ready.
She tilts her head. Maybe I should introduce you to Jules. If anyone, she is the diplomat.
What clan is she?
Bruja.
Bruja. Maybe she's better than some of some of the others. Then he kind of smiles to himself, takes another drag of a cigarette.
Yes, she's very competent. She is one of those who knows when to hold her tongue and knows
Smart.
when to speak.
Smart, but here he'll say very gently, that's not what you have to worry about. So he points like above him, it's up there. Because they have the advantage, We're stuck in a bunker. This is this is us trying to retake. So everyone fights.
If it comes to fighting, out of character, I forgot what Mark's character's name was. I think it's Thomas, but I'm not completely sure.
Yeah, he just nod. You just say the right name, so he'll look over. I'm not talking just about the person who can pack the most punch. I'm talking you fight in every way you can. The Sabat. Oh, yeah, he kind of stops and kind of inclines for her to go first.
She kind of looks at herself and she says, "I'm not that much for fighting, but I am very useful in other ways.
Like I said, it doesn't matter how hard you hit. A claw, a fist, a knife, a gun. It is all. There will be different ways you fight. They have control over this city, and we have to take it back bit by bit. So everything is used, and especially he points to his head. That your brain.
One moment, I need to take a package. And I'm back. Well, luckily for me, I grew up in New York, where others had to be transferred in. So I have more contacts and influence than most do when they first come to the city.
That is good. You will probably have good relationship with the Invictus Coterie.
She nods. William seemed very friendly.
He is a good man. For a caitiff, he adds.
Roll. Yeah, roll empathy.
Boosh. 5.
You could kind of, you could kind of get the feeling that she was kind of looking at all the puzzle pieces, but now finally found the one piece that she has been looking for.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with caitiffs. He kind of says, looking at her. It's not that. Clanless are clanless. Many in Gangrel will see them as a mouth to feed. Some others will see them as things that can be used as potential. William is a good man, and it is a shame for what he is. I knew a caitiff once, and he smiles very fondly. She became a Bruja. She was a good woman. I don't hate them, so long as they make themselves useful and they fight. And they don't wallow. I respect those who show strength, my lady, and perseverance.
She smiles at you. Well, I'm also, of course, I'm going to do the best that I can to aid the Camarilla in taking back the city.
Of course. But like I said, don't judge me based on, few things. He kind of smiled.
She smiles back. Let me see. No, I'm not going to flirt. Don't worry. I won't judge you solely on one talk that we've had.
I'm glad. Many would.
Many are fools.
I suppose. Then again, it is nice to always chat to a beautiful woman who walks into unit area. We don't see much of them nowadays. He kind of grins.
Let me see. I'm going to roll subterfuge to cover up 5.
Like, Alex, gotta check. You're probably gonna beat me.
Oh God, I have 2 ones. I botch.
Well, you definitely show it then.
Oh yeah. For 1 second, it kind of goes over her head, and then it's like, what?
Lights another cigarette. What? Kind of looks at her playfully.
Well,
Did
if
I?
vampires could blush. Whew.
Did I make you uncomfortable? I did not mean to do that, my lady. As he kind of inclines his head.
Oh no, that no, everything is completely fine. She kind of clumsily says,
That is good. It was far forbid from me to make you uncomfortable. He'll nod and very, he's inclined his head very politely.
"Such a gentleman you are."
I was brought up right. You treat people the way you expect yourself to be treated, particularly women. Raised by all women, you see. He kind of smiles.
She smiles. "Well, you had a very adept sire."
Oh, you have no idea. He kind of just sighs, wearily. He's like rubbing his temples. Caroline is a good woman, strong but fierce. Looks like you in a way. Maybe it's just the red hair. He kind of winks. But she's a strong woman. And she taught me how to be a gentleman to ladies. He'll bow, like his head.
She smiles, seeing how gentlemanly Alec is behaving. "I do hope the others behave in the same fashion you do."
Not many are like myself. I believe in respect is given, and it is nice to be friendly to people who are fighting a similar cause. And after all, politeness is something. Some others, their politeness is in the form of soldiery. Stand to attention and all that. I like to add, my own touch to it. After all, he smiles again.
She smiles back at him. "It must be the actor in you."
Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I just think, it's always nice to see someone smile every now and again. Even in this, it kind of gestures at the bunker.
She nods. "Well, if you ever feel like smiling, and she will give you a wink."
He, Alex gonna roll some subterfuge because he wasn't expecting that. He's like, oh, Jesus, he does not have a lot of dice. God damn it,
Good.
Alex.
Good.
Bam.
Good. Yes, the
Just,
one.
just the one. So you can totally roll perception, but you just see him kind of like, whoa.
Or a die. One. Oh no, two successes.
Yeah, you do see that kind of wink caught him off guard a bit. I don't think he was expecting it. He seemed in control, and then you winked. He was like, "Oh, you kind of you would see if he was he probably would be blushing if he would do that. He kind of like puts the cigarette down and like combs his hair very delicately out of his face. Well, that is if that is what if that is what you pleases you, and he kind of. You can see him trying to come on, Alec, recover. And he'll smile. If that's what you need of me.
Whoops. She says, "I think we'll save that for another day, now won't we?"
If you ever need training or anything like that, feel free to stop by. I am, we in the unit always offer training to those who are not adept at fighting.
That is very gracious of you. Thank you.
I look forward to seeing what you're capable of. He gives a wink, like standing up very gracefully, and that you probably see the tail then as he's taking off his jacket.
You can see her eyes go to the tail, but she knows it's bad manners to acknowledge a side effect of one's frenzy.
He kind of looks over. That war. He kind of just spreads his hands, and my lady, I assume you have other business, unless you wish to train with me. She knows he's just basically stripping off, basically.
Elizabeth actually starts to blush and she'll say, I do appreciate the offer, but for now, I will continue making my rounds through the bunker and introduce myself to everyone.
While he still has his shirt on, he'll walk over and graciously bow and kiss her hand. You know, it was a pleasure meeting you.
The pleasure was all mine, believe me. As she chuckles a bit and makes a small bow.
He'll nod, and she'll see him turn, and he just flips off his shirt, and he walks over to one of the several punch bags.
She will walk towards the door, but she will linger at the door frame a bit, looking at what Alec is doing.
He is doing he's very fast. He's doing a lot of stretches, a lot of flips, kicks, punches. He's incredibly delicate and calm, and there's a lot of patience in this. It's almost like he's at peace when he's moving constantly. He almost seems to be spinning and spiraling. He's very, very good. From what you can see.
Well, you can roll what is it? Perception alertness to see if you hear what I
okay.
very softly say.
I just get one. Whew.
Do you have aspects?
No, so I probably just hear mumble, mumble, mumble.
You can just hear the like the wistful exhale, kind of like, oh. But there is some words added to it, but you can't really make them out.
Looks over, and like stares at her.
And she very quickly scampers away.
Smirks, and he kind of looks at himself and just nods, going, I still got it. As he flexes, you know what I mean?
And I think this is where we'll end the scene. Thank you, listeners, for listening. Thank you, players, for playing. And have a good day.